Hello and welcome. I call myself TheVoiceOffScreen, and these are my thoughts on Risk of Rain. First and foremost, Risk of Rain is a weird game. It's got a weird plot that's not really explained to you. There's a spaceship and a weird man, and then everything explodes. It's got weird characters with weird backstories and weird abilities, like a robot and an acid-drooling alien prisoner of some sorts. Why are there spit sniper dinosaurs? Why are there humanoid clay creatures that want to murder you? Why is the last level before the final stage an ancient temple? And why is there a plush bear as an item? I don't know. I don't know if I want to know. Why am I even fighting? And what's the end goal of that weird dude who started all that nonsense? Well, never given a full explanation, but it can be boiled down to you're here and you fight stuff because the stuff you're fighting wants to brutally murder you. For now, let's just focus on the murder you, as the player, will be doing in this game. So you start out with 4 abilities, one of which is your basic attack, and one is almost always a movement-based ability, like a dash, teleport, or evade, or even a cool backflip kind of thing. Nice. You use that to murder enemies, which gets you money and experience, which helps you get stronger and murder more stuff to get even stronger until you win or die. Experience gets you bonuses to stats like health and base attack, both of which aren't immediately visible, but you're going to feel a slight difference. Items are a little different. You get them in various ways. Every boss, for example, drops an item. There are also locked chests, which can be opened with gold. Shiny, shiny gold. You can also spend your gold at a shrine, hoping it will give you an item, or just make a noise and take your hard-earned cash. Both of those give you a random item. There are also shops that will enable you to choose an item of your liking. If you know what each of them do, you're in luck. If you don't, then you obviously won't know what you're doing and probably make the wrong choice. I'm sorry, Dave. That's just how it is. Anyway, most items are passive, or are triggered when you do things like lose health, fall a long way down, or modify your basic attacks with things like explosions, which is always handy for murder. A few others are active ones that you activate with a push of a button, like homing missiles or freezing everything that is on screen. But these items have a cooldown timer on them, and you can only hold one active item at a time. Passive items, on the other hand, can stack indefinitely, which has the possibility of looking really, really silly in the end if your entire screen is full of bears, mortars, plants and syringes, just to name a few. Don't even get me started on the various artifacts present in the game. Some even take away the randomness of the item drops and chests, although I don't like to do that, as I think it's more fun with a randomness factor. But in the event that you like to meticulously plan out a run beforehand, you've got that option. At this point I should add that even though you can collect 20 green things, they actually don't stack up to that amount, and every item has a hidden cap, and everything over it is basically just fluff. Well, never mind. In addition to all of this, it's rare to have a game in which the highest difficulty is mad laughter. Either you get ahead and manage to get even more powerful than everything else in this world, or you just die horribly in an avalanche of death and sadness. You never have the feeling of being in control, at least I don't. You don't know which boss will spawn next or how many enemies will gang up on you. Especially in the last level, this is even more apparent as the music gets even more chill, like it's saying, let's face it, either you're overpowered as hell and you're going to win this, or you'll die a horrible death. So just let it happen, whatever it's gonna be. And then you die and fail and eventually win, and well, what did you do this for exactly? It's not like you unlock new things when you do certain things, or Oh, you do unlock new things. Oh, okay then. So every time you do stuff, like fail shrines, complete a stage, or just die a lot, you unlock new things, new items, new characters. And obviously you'll want to use these things. Except I don't, because I'm weird. Character-wise, I just stick to the Huntress and Handy. The Huntress especially is really relaxing to play, since you can shoot while running and you automatically shoot in the direction that the enemies are in. Handy, on the other hand, is almost the complete opposite, being a melee robot. His basic attack is a punch, and his heavy attack is a big hammer, and I like it a lot. While the Huntress is all about getting away and creating distance between you and everything bad, Handy goes in and gets in their collective faces. You can also make him punch faster and extend the time in which you punch faster by punching enemies faster. And in the end, you reach the last boss and you win or you don't. And if you win, you get to see the credits with all the lovely, lovely people that worked on this lovely, lovely game. If you see the credits, you also get a nice little sentence specific to your character to send him off the planet, off to new adventures, or just an existential crisis. Who knows? The sentence is almost always weird and hints at something dark and traumatic, or inspiring and uplifting, leaving you to wonder what really happened. Because the moment you defeat the boss, you get a few words from him as well, and sometimes he asks what you are. He doesn't ask who you are, because you've become something more than what you were when you started. Maybe you've gone a little bit mad with power, money, or you've just become a monster who only wants to destroy because it's a video game. That's what you do in those, right? Right? Whether you're mad or not, what mystical things may or may not be going on, that's up to you, really. What matters is that the game is fun. Alone or with friends, you can relax and keep calm, or go entirely mad with power and play for 3 hours to get every item 5 times and 20 drones, so that the game basically plays itself. It's up to you, because you're the one playing the game. I've been the voice of screen and you've been my listener. Now, it's time to say goodbye. So goodbye, for now. Hello? Yeah, this is the outro, where I talk about stuff. Improvised, didn't plan on doing this. This is going to be bad, is all I'm saying. Basically what you've seen here is my first ever work that I decided to publish, and what do you think? I mean, I know it's not really top tier entertainment, but you know, maybe you enjoyed it, maybe you didn't. If you didn't, tell me why. If you did, tell me why. If you just skipped to the end, just why? Why would you do this? Anyway, I'm rambling. Goodbye then!